Ensuring the Gorge remains a vibrant, living place, wondrous, wild, and open to all. Friends of the Columbia Gorge works to preserve scenic gorge landscapes, safeguard sensitive habitats, steward vital gorge lands, and strengthen gorge community connections.
Hey y'all, I'm Melissa Gonzalez, Friends' Acting Public Engagement and Communications Director, and I've been at Friends for nearly 6 years now. I joined in 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic. I came on with the focus of reimagining our outdoor programs, shifting from offering hiking as the primary way to connect with nature to offering more diverse and inclusive ways to experience the outdoors. Another focus has also been expanding who we serve. That means creating outings that are more accessible and welcoming to communities who have historically faced barriers or have been excluded from participating in the outdoors. The Columbia Gorge holds so much diversity across its landscapes, its habitats, and the species that call it home. And the goal with the guided outings is to try to reflect that same diversity, not just in the experiences we offer, but in the people who are feeling welcome, represented, and connected to this place.
Hey, my name is Skelly. I am the Stewardship Volunteer Coordinator for Friends of the Columbia Gorge. So since becoming a Stewardship Volunteer Coordinator with Friends of the Gorge, it has been, wow, it's been an adventure. There's always things to do, so we try to find projects that are going to be exciting, that we can really make a difference in. And it's pretty incredible to get out on the land with a group of people all there wanting to contribute to the land and give back. Last summer, we experienced two really huge fires out here in the gorge, the Burdoin fire and the Rowena fire, and people really showed up in the fall when we were hoping to get native plant seed out on the ground to sort of boost the native seed bank. We got over 1,000 pounds of seed out on the landscape in both of those fire areas. And so it's just been incredibly inspiring to see the commitment that people have and the connection that people already have to this landscape and how much we accomplish when we all kind of come together. In just 4 hours, we can get a whole lot of work done that is long lasting for these landscapes and for these trails.
As a Colombian woman of color, I have often been one of the only people of color in the room throughout my career in conservation, and that's why this work is so personal to me. I want people of color to know that we belong in the outdoors, that we can take up space, we can find joy in nature, use our voice to protect the places that we love, and in general, feel welcome. This is why I do this work. And if I can create spaces where people are feeling safe, seen, and connected to this place, then I know I'm fulfilling my purpose. None of this work, whether it's our guided outings or our stewardship work parties, would be possible without the incredible support of Friends' staff, board, volunteers, donors, and community partners. Their dedication and shared love for the Gorge is what allows us to reach so many people and continue doing this work of protecting and caring for this place.
You know, when I think about fire on the landscape and fire out here in the gorge, it's really complex, because being a resident out here, and there's a lot of fear and kind of a lot of, every summer you sort of tense up a little bit, kind of thinking about fire season coming. And then at the same time, like as a conservationist out here, we've really learned how good fire is for the landscape out here. So it was kind of interesting last year watching the Rowena and especially the Burdoin fire break out, because it's right across within our view from my house here. Thinking about the land that pretty intimately from spending so much time like on the trails out there, and there's this one maple tree, I could see through the binoculars burning, and that kind of hits to your heart. And then also there's just a ton of people kind of sprinkled throughout there, folks that I know kind of in that landscape too, and their homes are there. So it's a complex thing, but I do like thinking about how we can kind of be smart about how we're managing land to help mitigate and kind of lessen fire intensity kind of in these areas where people are living. And I think about the opportunity kind of in advance of partnering more intentionally with different recreation groups and trail users to kind of have a go team or a stewardship team for when these events happen, that we can pivot and get folks that are out on the land frequently anyway, or people who are just kind of wanting to learn, to be able to have opportunities to come out and help out when help is needed. On most of the days that we were out, bikers and hikers would pause, stop their bikes and thank us, or just ask questions about what we were up to. And there was one day I even gave a little bit of seed to one of the bikers going by so they could spread it when they got to the labyrinth area, which we knew that we weren't going to get to that day. So yeah, I just hope that when people see people out on the land doing this work, it inspires them to get curious and it inspires them to think about how they can give back.
Through our outdoor programs and stewardship work parties, we are able to connect people to the gorge in meaningful and lasting ways. And for Sarah and I, it's really important that we are not only offering experiences, but also learning opportunities. We both want to spark that sense of wonder, exploration, nurture a deeper sense of care so that people are feeling inspired to protect, preserve, and steward the Columbia Gorge for future generations alongside friends. If you see me or any friend, staff member, come say hi. We'd love to connect. Join us on the trail. We've got something for everyone. Whether you're brand new to the outdoors or a seasoned explorer, our guided outings are designed for all skill levels and interests, from classic hikes to more mindful ways to experience the gorge. Come find your connection to nature with friends.
It's really great to see how our numbers have been growing, and we're getting a lot more folks kind of from, I think traditionally, a lot of our original volunteers are kind of coming from the Portland area, and it's been really neat in the last few years. We're getting a lot of folks from Lyle, from Hood River, Stevenson, so to me it's important to engage with local communities. I really hope that we continue to improve in that and develop more local partnerships. We want to be able to pivot and figure out ways that people can positively help recuperate the land afterwards or contribute to the land recovery. So this spring, we'll be out on the landscape. We'll be out at Balfour Klickitat, we'll be at Sam's Walker, St. Cloud, Mosier Plateau, and if you don't know these places, Google it, look it up. If you see me out there working, whether I'm with a group or not, stop by and say hi. I love to chat with people while we're out doing programs, and we would love to help more people understand the work that we're doing here at Friends, and also in our partnerships here in the Gorge.
The Columbia Gorge we love today isn't happenstance. It is the work and story of advocates, watchdogs, stewards, volunteers, members, and donors. And it is a place that is going to need long-term protection. Will you join us in protecting this place you love so that the Columbia Gorge stays, now and forever, shared wild?